bubbles in the air.
Has he signed, Frankie? Has he signed, He ain't even signing, is he? What's going on? How you doing, mate?
He's on his way. I'm good, man. I'm good. All things considered, I'm all right.
Good. Evening all. We are late. Dr. Sexy. Yeah, we are late. Dan, I'm good, thank you. Evening, Liam. So, as you all know, tonight, our phone-in, we will be taking people coming in and coming on the show as normal on a Thursday evening. But tonight, the main thing we're trying to do is to raise money for young Isla for her birthday that's coming up on the 22nd of October. As I've been putting in tweets, all money raised will be going towards a voucher for Smith's Smile, however you pronounce it, toy shop, which is Isla's favourite toy shop. I've been to a few with her in the past. I was with Nicola in there last Thursday, funny enough. They found a scooter, as I pointed out last week, that they want. And if we can get enough tonight, when we get enough tonight, that's what we'll get. And we will also get a voucher. We've got some great prizes up, Frankie, haven't we? We've got... before I go on to the prizes, actually, what we're doing is, you can see across the bottom, we've got the donate via my PayPal. The PayPal, which is www.paypal.me/Baz Team Isla. What we want to do is we want to try and raise as close to £500 as we can tonight for her. I know the buggy that they want for Isla is $239.99. So we want to get her some other bits as well, and we want to do it. So the plan is, and this is obviously off of all your own backs and what you can and can't do, we've got a prize wheel going, and we've got 6 or 7 prizes that we're going to be giving away. And basically, what we want to do is we want to charge £20 for you to enter. Once we've got all the entries, when we close it, let's say for argument's sake we close it. Again, it's just an example, 9:30 tonight before we finish. All the names that have entered that are paid, we will then spin the wheel. Whatever prize it lands on will be the prize for the lucky winner who wins it. Right, Frank? I'm right in what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's it, mate. Yeah, so
whoever gets called out.
And they can do it as we go along, mate. So, someone...
Yeah, there's no... You haven't got to do it right now.
We'll spin the wheel live on the show.
Yeah, once your £20 entered, I'll keep totaling up the running tally, what we're at. Andy, yes, you can, mate, if you want. Send me a Facebook chat message and I'll send you my details. But I'd rather do it via PayPal if we can. If you do it via my bank, please just put the reference Isla Charity. So basically that you all get your names entered into the hat, someone to get drawn out, you spin the wheel. Listen, we've got some great prizes. We've got our usual Declan Rice prints. There'll be a set of the 3 prints, the one that you can see behind Frankie's head with a sign print with Declan and Gareth. We got these, so that would be one prize, a pack of 3 of them. We've got this signed print of Paolo Di Canio that is going. Frankie, delete that last comment.
Yeah, he's
delete them off.
Yeah.
Cheerio, Joe. We've got you won't see it too well, but I've got a signed squad shirt from, I can't even remember what year this was, 95, was it? It has got them all. They faded a little bit, I must be honest. But you can see them. When you got it close, you can see them. It's got Rio and all of that on there, but it has faded a little bit over the years. But that was something that was donated. We've also got this that was donated, Old England piece, again, signed by the likes of Rio, Frank Lampard, Jermaine Defoe, I guess, John Terry, etc., etc. So that's just prizes that we're going to be drawn out. One of you might win a tin of baked beans because we've added a tin of baked beans to the list. So it is just the luck of the draw. We're hoping to get the money. Russ, thank you ever so much. You are the first man who has paid. If just before we do go, if anybody does make a payment, please send it via friends and family. Otherwise, you end up getting charges and little and don't get the money. But Russ, thank you. You're in already. What have you got there? Frank, where else are we going? I'll let you tell them the other little prize we're going to give away.
Also got, mate, we have got a £50 spend with a rib man. So you can get yourself a kilogram of rib meat and some hot sauces and all that sort of stuff. We've got an anniversary shirt, the new ones that have come out that Mickey Moore are doing. So we've got those that you can win. There's a sign program from the last game at the Bowling, signed by the likes of Jeff Hurst, people like that. West Ham kit with a printing of your choice, so name and number. So choose whether you want home or away, whatever you want, and then you can order that through West Ham. So a shirt. So yeah, plenty of things that we've got up for grabs there, mate.
Loads on, mate, and all it's going to do is cost you 20 quid, and that 20 quid's going to the little end so she can have a great birthday on the 22nd and get whatever present she wants out of the club shop. Sorry, not the club shop, out of Smith's toy shop. Yeah, Rush, you're in. Top man, appreciated. Liam up the badges. The under 23s are playing tonight against Hamworthy.
They've got under 23s as well. God dear.
Mate, they're brilliant. The under 18s play Tuesday night. Mate, you've stopped me from going there tonight.
I haven't stopped you from going anywhere.
I feel disloyal to the badges tonight.
Mate, I'd let you piss off now if you want. Go down there. I'll keep everyone happy. You go down there.
Mate, we're here for a reason tonight, and that reason's to get some money. James, thank you very much. Just got yours as well, James Forbes. Your alert has come through. Yeah, top man, got it. Mate, positive night tonight. It looks like Ben Reimer will be signing having his medical and should be announced very soon if it hasn't already. It's usually about 8 o'clock they do it, isn't it? Happy with that?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, you can't. I still think it's not really a Moyes signing. And at the end of the day, mate, I think it would take any signing right now. It seems strange that the left wing situation, but I don't think he'll play there. I think he'll play more centrally. I think he'll be more inside than he will be out wide, and I think he'll help get some service into Antonio. And mate, at the end of the day, while he's not a Moyes type player, and I've been really happy with the workers that we've got at the moment and the people who are running and putting in the effort. I can't say I do miss that bit of flair, that bit of creativity, that bit of magic, and we ain't got anyone who can do that. So it's nice to have someone coming in who might be that bit of flair player that gives us that bit of excitement again. So yeah, it's a positive, mate.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. 1 second before I come back to you. Snazzy, yeah, if you can send it via friends and family, it'd be perfect, mate. That way we don't lose any of the fees with it all going to Isla, obviously. John Cox, can't get the link to PayPal to work, mate. I've had 2 already, so I'm not quite sure why. If you're on my Facebook, John, if so, send me a message and I can send you the direct link there, but it should work okay. You just put it in the chat too, haven't you?
What I'll do is, I'll put it in the chat and I'll also put it out on Twitter, mate, as well now. Cool.
It's all on there. But so far, yeah, I've had the 2 payments. And Snazzy, did you get that sorted all right? How do you send via friends and family? Okay, so when you go to send it, it should say something about a fee, and if it says 000, you're right. But if not, you can change it from whatever it says purchase or something to friends and family. I don't really use it. Andrew Miles, thank you very much. Just got yours as well. Come on, I'm convinced you lot can help us get up to 500 quid. Convinced of it, and I reckon that'd be a great night. But is it your normal PayPal? Yes, Sue, it is. It is. There should be a link. The link's going across the bottom of the screen as we speak, Sue, for it as well. Sofiane, thanks for your message earlier, mate. Hope you're well. Gutted about the charity game this year. Obviously, when the time's right and we can get the people back, we'd do it. It just wasn't worth doing as it is because of not getting the crowd there to help raise money that we need to have. Yeah, so Frankie, with him, I think you're right. I must be honest. I do think he will play the wider player. I do think that. But when I say the wider, I'm not talking the left winger because we don't play with that. Our left winger is obviously Masuaku. If we're expecting the same work rate out of him, Ben Rama, whatever his name is, as we get out of Masuaku, I think we're going to be disappointed. So I think we're signing a good player. I really do. And I just hope and pray he can deliver. There's a few quid coming in now. I hope and pray he can deliver, which he's been doing in the Championship for us. And that'll be a big positive move. I still think we could do with a couple more. I'd like to think we sign a forward and a centre midfielder, but I can't see that's happening.
No, I still think we're
just so you know, mate, I just want to touch it. I've just had a message from Bob Darville as well. Bob's a good lad. Bob supported Isla for a while. He's sending us a cheque, which he sends me every now and then for Isla. So there's a £20 cheque coming from Bob. So I'm going to enter him into the draw because he doesn't have any online banking or anything like that. John, I've just sent you the link. Hopefully you've got that. I've had quite a few come in the last couple of minutes, which is ideal. And whoever's just tweeted it as well, thank you. I think that was you, Frankie, wasn't it?
Yes, mate. I've just tweeted that. What
Cool,
I'll also do now, mate, as well, is I'll quickly create a banner with a live funds raised.
Yeah.
So keep me posted on what's coming, and we can see how close we're getting to our target.
Noah, if you're watching, you should be because you've paid. Appreciated. Thank you. Russ, you've gone again. Top man. Thank you ever so much. That's 2 entries for you.
Look at you trying to add it up as you go, mate. You're struggling.
No, mate. I'm writing down. I'm writing down.
Up to 10's about your limit, innit? I reckon.
I'm
got how many fingers you got? What's coming in?
I ain't got any. Look, I'm even holding a pen. I've got a thing in my ear that I can't hear properly no more.
Someone get him a calculator.
Sue Fox, thank you. Adam Pennington, thank you. Mate, we're up to. I'm not going to tell you actually because I'm still writing that. Angela Curran, thank you. Let me write these down and I'll tell you the total because I think already we're over 200 quid, which is superb. And we've only been. How long have we been on for? 12 minutes. There's loads of money coming in here, mate. Loads. Who was sending me a bank transfer? Did you send me that? Someone in the chat mentioned to me about a bank transfer. Who was it?
Have a look. Just scroll.
£260 we're looking at. £255 we got because someone's nice people to pay 25 quid.
255.
Yeah, 255 at the moment. Paul. Jamie Hall's got you. Paul Belsey. Thank you. Foreign, thank you. Yeah, someone was doing my bank as well, weren't they? I don't know if that's. I'll have a look quickly, see if that's been done. But we've got 12 entries so far, which is amazing, mate. As I say, we're over 200 quid already. Good. Absolutely perfect. No, it's not coming. Whoever's doing the bank transfer ain't come across as yet. I don't know if you need my details or not, but perfect. Bads, can you send me your address? I'll send you £25 cash. James, you send me a. I can't send you my address, mate. But I can. There must be another way we can do something somehow. Yeah, 255 are at, so we're halfway there in 14 minutes, and all we've been doing is talking rubbish so far. So that's fantastic. And we've had 255 quid. Imagine if we spoke sense, Frankie. We'd probably make about 2,600 quid.
It would be dangerous. The Cockney Jesus has asked what we're thinking for the Spurs game. I'm still convinced we're going to run through them, mate. I really am.
Yeah. I just hope, and I tweeted it last night, mate. I hope and pray Eric Dyer's fit and playing centre back. Did you hear the video, the interview that Antonio done with Laura Woods and Akim Fenwa, whatever his name is, the big fella?
No.
Russ, God bless her. How beautiful is that? Kevin, top man, if you want to transfer over, mate, I'll put you in for a couple of entries. Thank you. Yeah, so Antonio done an interview with Laura Woods from TalkSport and Akim Fenwa, whatever his name is, the big lump up front for Wickham. And he was talking, West Ham Central have shared it today. And one of the questions was about David Moyes. And he said, what's he like? And Antonio said, yeah, he's got a bit of banter. When he come back to work on Tuesday after he had 2 wins, he said the first thing I said to him was, boss, ain't you meant to be working from home? He said, and he did actually take it funny. He said, no one knew how he was going to take it, but I had to say it. And he also mentioned about David Moyes, and he said, credit to David Moyes, because what he's told me he wants me to do, and I had to learn, was to be level with the ball when we was in play, in line with it. So whenever we had the ball, to be in line with it, he said, that's what's made me be able to have the hold-up game I've got and to find the runs. He said, I've always been a goal scorer, so I'll always shoot. That's why goals are coming now. I did turn my nose up at that and think I've seen most of them land up in Rose Ed. But no, fair play to him. He was very, he was good. What the clips you see was good. And he was very praising of David Moyes, which is nice to hear. I said earlier on Monday, I don't fear them. I don't fear them on Sunday at all. Listen, they're not going to be a walkover, that's for sure. They're still a decent outfit, but I don't fear them like we used to, that's for sure.
Yeah, mate, I've watched that documentary, mate. They're soft as anything. And Mourinho tries to give them that bit of bite, and he really, really struggles. And he keeps saying, you've got to be bastards, you've got to be this. No nice guys win football games. And they're looking at him as if like he's mad. They haven't got that bit of needle about him that you need in a London derby. So the way that we've been running and the way we've been putting it on teams, I do think they'll struggle against us, mate. I really do. And then you got Kane when Mourinho hands over to him to do the old team talk, and he's just like, fucking come on. And that's about all he's got. Mate, I'm not worried about them one bit. I do think that I honestly think we'll have too much for him. I really do.
I'll tell you who does a very good...
Snazzy said it bang on. That Son, you can wind him right up. We got to be like the West Ham of old, mate. You got to grab hold of his shirt. You got to give him a little elbow in the back. You got to get in his ear roll, and just wind him right up. And his head goes, mate. And once his head's gone, then you're sorted. So yeah, that we absolutely have got to play a bit of a game on Son as well.
Yeah, I think that's 100% true.
Cockney Jesus, I don't know why you're putting some comments in, mate. Jump in with us. Get on here, mate, and tell us about Benrahma and Fornals. Get in here, mate.
Anyone who comes on and swears tonight has got a £5 fine for every swear word. And that obviously that's going to Isla as well.
I better get a remortgage.
£303. 2 payments have just come in, or 3 payments. John Cox, thank you. Lee Mason, thank you. Gary Cannon, thank you. I'm not going to name names. A couple have paid over the top. 2 of them have paid without using friends and family. Please try and keep an eye on that if you can. But we're currently
at... What are we up to now, mate?
£303 as it stands, which is fantastic.
The quicker we get there, mate, the quicker we shut up. So if people just get the bit of dough in, then they ain't got...
Another couple of £100 and we'll be happy. Has anybody been messaging about PayPal or bank transfer? Because I see there was a couple of comments. Someone can't work it out. If there has, hit us now before Jesus jumps in. Otherwise, we might end up losing the messages, and I don't want to do that. I don't want anyone to feel left out. Yeah, mate, you saying about Son. Kent said this, and I said this on Monday. The same with Lamella for them. He's the same player, mate. He's easy for a yellow card. He'll take the card all day. The only thing I think with them, they're quite physical in the middle. That's what I do think they've got. And Ndombele, Højbjerg, Sissoko. They're quite a good presence. Who's the left back they had? He got sent off Serge Aurier, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's another one who can be a liability. If you can get at them, I just think they have chances. I think we'll be all right. I do think we'll be all right. Someone else is just... Melanie, thank you. 15, 16. Mate,
Gary's just
mate, change that. Just change that, sorry. Because we've got 25 to come, or £20 from Bob. That should be 323. I'm looking at the PayPal target. There's been another payment just come in as well. Don't change that. Don't change that. Change that. Oh. Right. 435. 435. 435. Yeah. because that's including Bob's. I've got 410 in there now. There's been a couple more just come in. Melanie, thank you. Nicholas Blackman, thank you. Gary, Kevin Stanton, thank you.
There's one for you, mate. Liam Allen just said about odds on Dyer getting booked. That's a card for you right there, mate, isn't it?
Who's that?
Dyer.
Who being booked? Mate, he loves a card. Absolutely loves it. Do you know the worst thing? Did you watch England the other night? Declan get booked for him. Did you watch it? I went for a coffee downtown with a friend of mine, and we talk about the bookings all the time and cards and stuff. And we looked at the side, and we had 3 right backs. And I said, there's no way in a million years none of them are going to get caught out. And I fancied out the 3. I fancied Walker or Trippier to get booked. With that, me and my mate sat there and said about Declan, and he was 6-1 to get carded. He was 18-1 to be carded first in the game. And he went to me, wouldn't it be nice? He said, if you could pick the first player to be booked and the player. So like if you'd done Declan at 16 and 18s, he said, and you had like a week's wage on it here and there. He said, how nice would that be? I went, mate, he gets booked. I said, he'd never be the first one in the booking. And then, like, as soon as he got booked, he's texted me, what do you know about football? What do you know about West Ham? What do you know about Declan Rice? He's been booked first out of them all. So it was a bit of a nightmare for me that time. And I don't think, in fact, neither of the ones I said did get booked. Tell you who's good if you want to talk about bookings is young Gio. Gio looks right in depth in it, mate. Yeah, he gets right into depth and he does it. But Eric Dyer, you're right, he loves a card. As does Højbjerg. Yeah, 410, 435, 24. No, sorry, 430, 430, 20 from Bob. I've got 410. 410 and 30 pence.
With that counting again?
No, I have, yeah, because I put 25 for Bob and I forgot it's 20. Someone else is messaging me here. I've done paper. Got it. Andy, I got it. Thanks, mate. I think I called you out. Yeah, all good, mate. Who's jumping on then? Anyone?
Yeah, come on, everyone. Give us
anyone want to come on and come and tell us your views on the signing that we should be seeing very soon. If not already. Someone else has just made a payment. Someone come on and take this microphone away from us.
We're giving away a microwave now. It's like bullseye.
This microwave oven. Look what you could have won.
That's it. Spot on.
Right. Carl Whittles, thank you. Kane Pretty, thank you. 2 more. 475.
$475, mate.
475, yeah. Is Gary Page on? Gary, you on, mate? I don't know if you're watching. I remember what you messaged last week, that's all. And I didn't know if you still wanted to. I didn't want you to miss out if you are on.
No chance for Big Spurs, says Nathan, mate. I'm not so sure. I think we'll do the business. And you know what?
Yeah, did you message last week about for Isla? I don't mean that to come across rudely. I'm sure you did. No,
it wasn't Gary. It was someone else. I can't remember.
Oh, was it? Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Baz and Frankie, do you have a dog? No.
I don't know, but my nieces have one who I see all the time. Young Reggie. Reggie's a great kid.
Oh, Reginald.
Kid?
Young?
Dog. Now, he's old now, and he's so great. It's unbelievable. It's sad to see. Bradley, thank you. 475. How have you got 475? Hang on. No. Sorry, Bradley's just donated £5. Bradley, thank you ever so much. 480.
Big question here, mate.
You can't be. Sorry, I've got Bradley here. £5, 455 and 20. Yeah, 475 is where we're at. Sorry, yeah. Bradley, thank you for your donation, buddy. Appreciate it.
Do you think Said Benrahma be the next Payet in terms of ability? I can't. Mate, Payet was a one-off. I don't think Benrahma is a Payet. I can't. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good flair player. I think he's got a lot of ability, some skill. He's got some talent. Is he on a level of Payet, mate? Mate, them players come along once in a blue moon. I don't think you're going to go and pick up a player that nobody else has gone for from the Championship, and he ends up turning out to be on a level of Payet, being a world beater and virtually competing for the Ballon d'Or. Like, I just don't see him being that level. Do you?
No, I don't. But I really, really hope I'm wrong. And the reason I don't is, like you just said, I think Payet. He's just one of them that it's once in a blue moon, and it don't happen soon enough. You know, we see someone with Di Canio, Tevez, Payet. It's been too quick for another one to come, in my opinion. But I hope I'm wrong. And I'll say this all the time regarding the transfers. I don't want to be negative, or I don't want to sound negative. I'm going to give my view on it, which is a negative view, to be honest. What I can't grasp is David Sullivan told the world we couldn't blow our budget on a centre-back, which we were desperate for. We wanted defenders. We were desperate to get defenders. He couldn't spend his budget on the centre-back. That would have been stupid business, was his words on TalkSport. For the following week, they foul in the transfer window, trying to buy anyone, for Jim White to tell me that David Sullivan has told him that he put £30 million into the club to keep it adrift. To go from there to then spend £30 million on this lad today makes me ask the questions, where's that money come from? Because we know the £30 million that was put into the club to keep it adrift, afloat the other week that Jim White said, it turned out to be a loan. This money today must be a loan. I can't see where it's come from if not. So the signing's fantastic. My worry, or it should be fantastic, if he brings to us what he's delivered at Brentford, my worry is where the money is. It's another loan to West Ham. That club owe more money now, I believe, than what it owed the day they bought it. But it owes it to them rather than the bank. Now, the interest rate might be smaller, but these are the same people that brag, never taking a penny out of the football club. That's what I don't like. That's where my worry is. We've got bigger problems than needing a £30 million winger out of the Championship. That's for sure. I can't get off why people are getting so excited. He's a good player. He looks a great player there. I hope, mate, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I hope he turns out to be the best player I've ever seen put a West Ham shirt on. And once he's done that, I hope the next signing becomes that player too. I hope Dawson is the best centre-back I've ever seen at West Ham. But
Mate, that's not
it's not. But this is what I want them signings to be. I don't wish any of them bad, not at all. I just worry of the bigger picture. I really do. Our problems are bigger than a £30 million winger, and too many people are getting excited because they've seen him doing backhills, scoring from outside the box, nutmegging people, and that's all we're listening to. That doesn't stop us conceding goals. That don't stop us having a centre midfield problem when Rice or Surchek gets suspended or injured. It doesn't stop that. That is what my worry is. It doesn't stop it when Antonio comes out the side and we haven't got that work rate up front of what he gives us. They're what our biggest problems are. We could cover him. We don't necessarily need him right now. Not saying we don't ever, but right now we don't necessarily need him. If you're putting £30 million into that club, use it wisely. I'd have much rather us sign 2 defenders or a £15 million midfielder a day. Who's the guy at Norwich? Oh, this is an example. Someone like him, the guy who played centre mid for Norwich last year with a long blood at Cantwell. Someone like him. Or someone energetic who is going to put a fight in for your team. That's for me what we should be doing now. Them flair players can come after. David Moyes has said he wanted King over the 2. So we know who wants this player at this club. And that is where I worry. But I will say, and I really, really, from the bottom of my heart again, I hope that boy turns out to be the best signing this football club's ever had until the next one. Nick, I have 3 litres of water every single day. Kieran, do you want me to enter you, mate, and you sort it out later? You're a regular. I trust you if you do. Just want to get them messages done, mate, so I don't miss out on the raffle thing. If you do, tell us now. Does anyone want to come and join in as well? So, yeah, mate, that's my...
Gary, Away Day Radio, Gary, who runs Away Day Radio. If anyone hasn't got Away Day Radio yet, you can download it on Android under Away Day Radio. Blinding music, all to do with football. Lots of interviews on there. Superb radio station, really good. On Apple, the app's coming. I don't think it's quite there yet, but you can get it on the app Radio Garden. So if you download Radio Garden, you can get it on there. Some proper good West Ham boys on there. Stevie Guy does a show over there in the mornings, Breakfast Club, really, really good, mate. And Pucker Music. So if no one's got Away Day Radio or listened to Away Day Radio yet, head over to there. But Gary, who runs it, is a Watford fan. And he said, and this is how the conversation went, he said, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I was like, oh, this is lovely. What have I done for him? Like, well, thank you for signing Dawson. He said he is the biggest travesty of a football player that you'd ever see. He said, like, a lot of our problems come from that man. He said, I cannot believe you've signed him. And apparently it's a loan with a view to buy. He said, you will never, ever buy him. He said, because he is so bad. He said, you'll never see a worse player. So while Ben Rama, mate, I think is massively positive. That Dawson one for me, while I think, you want some experience to bring in if we did have any injury problems or we had some problems at the back, players like Alessi and players like that must look and think, what am I doing here? Why am I bothering? Like, for me, he's played in the cups, he looks ready to take that step up, and now he's seen some two-bob defender who got relegated come in, and now that's in front of him. Surely he must be sitting there thinking, what's this geezer doing in front of me? What have I got to do to get a chance now? I think it's just a very strange move.
Yeah, mate, I don't know. I don't want to be negative of him. I hope he turns out to be a good player. A few people have said it. A few people have said he's going to be the next Roger Johnson. For example, I used Philip Billing at Bournemouth as an example. I think the last two clubs he's been at got relegated. I wouldn't want to see him at West Ham. This could be the same with Dawson. I think someone was telling me, was it West Brom he went down with, and then now Watford. It could be the same thing. But, there's also talk now that deal is something from the pipeline with Ngakia. The worst thing is with West Ham, mate, we never know the truth. And I don't think we ever will. There's always too many stories, too many lies that come out. I've been having a good debate today with Simon Tracy on Twitter. Mate, we don't agree whatsoever. We don't agree on anything. I was trying to get him on tonight, but he wants to come on when we've got the phone link available rather than via the email, etc. And he'll come on then. But as I say, we've had a good debate today. We don't agree on a thing. But, we've walked away from that. We ain't been down around calling each other names like the majority of people do when you can't agree on Twitter, etc. But he's quite positive, and he's positive of all the moves and the moves that the owners have done. He doesn't like the owners, but he thinks they've done good business for the club, etc. And he's going to come on soon, and I look forward to that. But I just worry, maybe it's me, and maybe I overthink things. I worry about the bigger picture because I ain't so sure West Ham are in great hands under this ownership. And the signings, as I say today, we needed to invest 30 million in the football club not so long ago. How have they got 30 million to spend today? It's going to be another loan. Yet we sold Grady for 18 million. We've sold a Jetty. We sold Hugill. Where is all that money? Why did you have to put 30 million quid in the club? I'm confused with it all, I'll be honest with that. But again, and I'll say, the signing, and people are going to say be positive. I'm positive about the signing, and I've said now, I hope he turns out to be the best player I've ever seen in a West Ham shirt. But I will still have my doubts of where the money's come from and the problems it will cause the football club. I can't ever change that. 505 quid. I can't ever change it. It's just how I feel. Michael Radford, thank you ever so much.
We made it.
We've made it. Looks like we've made it.
Well done, everyone.
Yeah, thank you ever so much, all of you. I just want to quickly run through because a few people have been messaging I've donated XYZ. I've got Ross Budden twice, James Forbes, Andrew Mills, Bob, who's going to be sending a check, Noah, Ross again, Sue, Adam, Pennington, Angela, Jamie, Paul, Farham, John, Lee, Gary, Kevin, Melanie, Nicholas, Cole, Kane, Michael, Kieran, and I have another name. I have another name. I have Bradley. Thank you all so much for your donations. Much, much appreciated. We will be getting a voucher for Little Un. Oh, we've got money to come. Yep, James is going to be sending. Kieran's going to be sending later on. So we are well over 500. We'll keep we'll put a post out on exactly what we get when everything's in, and we'll get a voucher and we'll get it sent to. In fact, I'll be seeing him in a couple of weeks for Isla's birthday anyway. So I'll take it down and I'll get him a nice card on that for everyone at Current and Blue Army TV and to you, our watchers, subscribers, etc. A big thanks means the world to us.
Remember when I told you, son, that West Ham weren't dead?
Yeah, off the picture, right?
We're still here. We're still alive, mate. I'm telling you.
No one's doubted that. No one's doubted that.
We are here.
Gentlemen, I'm typing the link, but it's getting no server. Can you put the link in the chat? We've got another one coming in. Listen, just because we've made the target doesn't mean we have to stop. If you want to carry on, by all means do so. The money's going to Isla for her birthday, so whatever suits you. I do remember you saying it, mate, and you was right. You was right.
We are still here, and things like this just proves it to me that the West Ham of old, the West Ham that we all knew, still alive and kicking, mate. We may not look like West Ham on the pitch and on the shirt at the moment, and we may not look like it in the ground, and I get all of that. But mate, West Ham is still live and kicking deep down, mate, and we'll rise again with the team as well one day, mate. We will, and we all know that'll be when that other mob are gone. But we're still here, mate. We're still here.
Sorry, man. I'm just doing a Facebook post. Yeah, no, I think you're right. We will still be here, and we do come together.
Nathan said, when was the last time we won 3 in a row? And mate, I'm not a stat man. Not something that I'm ever interested in.
Get Kent on, mate. Kent to tell you the games, who they was, the scorers, the lot.
It doesn't matter, because when we roll the yids on Singy, mate, that'll be job done. Then I'll be able to tell you, because it'll be on Sunday, mate. Sunday will be the next time West Ham have won 3 in a row.
You're confident, aren't you?
Very. We'll get a ban now, because I just said the Y word, won't I? But there you go. What can we do?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Mate, I'm so confident. And when I'm this confident, when am I ever wrong? And Nathan also earlier on asked what the score would be. It's the same every time we roll them. It'll be 1-0.
Who scores?
Could even be a 3-2 turnout, but
who scores?
Ben Rama will run through like old Ravel Morrison and dink
I'll
one
be
over
honest,
the keeper.
I think they'll score. I do think they'll score.
Well, to be fair, we've had games. The last couple of games, I can't believe we've looked so solid at the back all of a sudden. So I don't know. If they score, I think then we've got a problem, mate. I think we've got to keep them at bay. If they score, we've got issues. I think.
I don't care if they score, mate. If we're 3-0 up, I don't care if they score then. Ken, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. I'm trying to think of the last time we won 3 games in a row. It must have been that November, December, wasn't it? When we played Fulham away, Saints away. I reckon it's going to be that time. We didn't win 3 in a row last year, did we? Or was that last? No, that weren't last year, was it? No, it weren't. Can you hear me, Frank?
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
Just not saying that you know me, mate. I'm not a stat man. I'm not one for remembering much, mate. I'm always too. I never know what the score was. I couldn't even tell you what the score was for the last game I went to, mate. I ain't got a clue.
There you go. Look, Kent's just hit it, and I think I'm right. It was that 3. Would have been the Southampton away, Fulham away, and he's just said we beat Newcastle. Adam, December the 18th. I knew it was around that time. That's when Snodgrass scored the worldie at Great goal at Craven Cottage. I was drenched, and I mean drenched. Front row. It was a late game on telly. Saints away is when Anderson was on another level in the second. First half, he was pony. Second half, he was on another planet. Completely won the game. Beat him 2-1, I believe. And Newcastle, yeah, I remember his goal against Newcastle now. Now, you've just said that Newcastle was at home, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah, mate, I've got Newcastle. Didn't we beat Crystal Palace in that run as well? Might not
even that long ago, mate. See,
that's 2018, mate. I don't remember what I've done last week. I haven't worked since March. I can't remember what I've done at all. It's all I can remember back to March. I mean, last bit
There's
of work.
a good one for you, mate. What's the best home and away goal you've seen live? And that's a very different question.
I know. No, I know
that's
mine.
not about the goal, is it? That's about sometimes the context that the goal happens in.
Okay, ability for goal. Let's have an answer on both. Ability for goal and the reasoning.
My away one will be the same. It'll be for ability and context, but you go.
Well, okay. Ability, home game, it's got to be the Canio against Wimbledon. Probably got to be the best goal I've seen live. Mate, I can't remember a goal being scored at Upton Park that were more mental than Antonio's against Man United that last night. But
I don't think it went that mad. I thought it was timid for us.
Mate, okay. But then with the ground, I could go back to when we beat Nottingham Forest 4-0. Tony Cotty scored the scissor kick up the South Bank end. Or 4-1, whatever it was. I remember that game really well as a kid. I remember Paul Ince's 2 goals against Liverpool. Tony Gale's free kick that night. Now, that meant everything to me. But Winston Reid's goal, mate, against Manchester United has to be there for me. That last game. And Di Canio's volley at home. What about your 2 home games?
It's close. The Di Canio, you know about the Di Canio goal. I weren't there. I was painting my nan's bloody living room. I've been to every single game, about 3 years in a row, home and away. Didn't miss anything. That game decided to paint my nan's living room and miss that goal. So I can't say the Di Canio one, unfortunately. So my home one has to be Matthew Everton in the playoff.
Yeah, that was up there for me.
And that night,
we
was louder. That night was bigger than that last game at Upton Park. I don't care what anyone says. We rocked that gaff that night.
That ground moved that night.
Unbelievable.
You could feel that shaking.
You could, mate. It was out of this. At full time, Bubbles, mate, was just the best I've ever heard it. It was unbelievable. So yeah, Everton's goal. And then, mate, I'm going playoff again, away from home, and this is in context and in ability, would be Bobby Zamora's little volley.
Ipswich, yeah.
At Ipswich, I was at that game, mate, I just jumped about 10 seats forward to get as close to that pitch as possible, mate, and that went absolutely mental. That game was just incredible, mate, and what a way to finish. That's just one of the best finishes I've ever seen. It was class. So, yeah, and we moan that we might end up in the Championship. I've just named to you my 2 best moments at home and away, both came in the playoffs. I ain't got a problem, mate, I tell you.
My away, this is difficult. I've got 3 that stick in my head. Mind you, no, I ain't. I'm lying. I've got 2 because I wasn't at Tottenham the day Morrison scored. I've got 2 now in my head. One would be Di Canio's goal against Chelsea, the volley. The other goal, mate, this is years ago, and this is Kent. I'm going to need your help here. It's Paul Ince at Villa Park, and he's run from our goal box, up the other half, and he's like an outside of the foot curler into the top corner, mate. I could have been 9 or 10. I reckon it's 89, 90, something like that. Away, he was in white, I think, and again, I think it was an Avco kit. Come on, Kent, I need your help. You can help me out here. That was class, but mate, someone should put it there. Payet's free kick at Old Trafford. Man, I can't. Marlon Airwood's goal in the semi-final of the FA Cup against Borough. I went spastic that
that
time.
Was mad and all. That was good, really, really good. Best atmosphere at the London Stadium for you, mate. For me, it's only one. It's got to be Tottenham. 1-0 on a Friday night. That was unbelievable.
To be fair, 1988. I knew it was around 89, 90, 88. Mate, do you remember that goal? I was stood right behind that goal. It was opposite the Holt end. And when he scored it and the camera coming, you could see me and my cousin jumping up against the railings. He had the fences there that day. Atmosphere. Was that the question? Sorry, I'll just see these
atmosphere at the London Stadium.
Yeah, see, my first 2 years were all right because I was in 217 right next to the away fans. That Chelsea night when we beat them in the League Cup.
Chelsea was good.
That was good, especially where I was sat. I've heard some good atmospheres. Tottenham, when we beat 1-0 Lanzini in 217 as well.
For me, Tottenham was just a bit better. Friday night against Tottenham.
Do you know the worst? Yeah, do you know the worst thing for me? I got called into the ground before that day and had a disciplinary thing off of the ground stewards, security, XYZ. Right. There was pictures of them all staring. I couldn't do nothing that night because where I was, and like cameras, the old billboard cameras on me, everything. That's when I got forced to move because the following game I stood up and sung and got in trouble and thrown out against Liverpool. Or not the following game, for that season, the last game of the year, and then I got forced to move. That's when I went up the other end. But yeah, I think Chelsea probably for me. Yeah, Carl's just made a great shout. I'll tell you what, there's 2 other good goals I've seen. One was like a stupid goal, Adrian's goal in Mark Noble's testimonial. But that goal, Dean Ashton scored that day. I'll tell you another great goal I've seen. Trevor Sinclair's goal. I think it was Charlton. It was mental. Charlton, yeah. Was it a volley from the outside of the books or something? Yeah, Boxing Day, yeah. Yeah, that's got to be one. That's got to be
well
one.
Up there, mate. Well up there. And on Ferdinand's against Fulham, where he sort of flicked it over his shoulder on the volley. That was a great goal.
Spot on, yeah. We just had another payment come in, mate. Sorry. Not being rude, ignoring you.
Di Canio at Trafford was class. And the thing was...
5-6-5, mate.
Lovely, mate. While it don't look like the most amazing goal, the way he curved his run to stay onside... Mate, that needs a lot more credit than what it actually got, and yeah, that was class.
David Milton, thank you. 5-6-5, yeah. Yeah, it's 5-4-5. It's going to be a little bit more than that because we've got Kieran. Oh, Kieran, are you paying 20 quid, mate? If so, we'll whack you down now, which would be 5-8-5. Oh, hang on, what's this? Baz, I want your view. How did that guy get 3 years, but then people who vote get threatened with a life ban? Mate, do you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is mad because where that come from, that Liverpool game with Salah was right next. Mate, what a shout here. Sorry, 1 second. Andy Carroll's volley against Crystal Palace at the London Stadium.
I weren't there that game either, though.
Yeah, I flew to Tenerife the following morning. I see him before that game in the Players Hotel. And I was talking and I was saying, what's it like playing here and blah, blah, blah. And he said, mate, it's all right. He said, but it's a struggle to hear the crowd at times on the pitch where it's so vast and instructions that are given to us. My view on that guy, that was right next to where I sit. 5-8-5, thanks, Kieran. Right next to me. The worst thing was the guy who filmed it was a Liverpool fan. And he's coming to the ground and he had their purple training kit or third kit, whatever it was. You could see it on his collar. And when he come in, and I'll be honest with you, I said, what are you doing in here? He was on his own, on his phone the whole time. I said, what are you doing in here? No, nothing. West Ham fan. I said, you're a liar, mate. Look at your shirt. I can see it through there. It's a Liverpool shirt. Told the stewards. And all they told him was to do his coat up. He was standing up when Liverpool had a chance. Like, sort of like getting up to celebrate if they scored. He was no good, to be fair, the guy. And I think he got a few people's backs up. I don't condone what was said whatsoever. I don't condone it. But it wouldn't have happened. And the guy would have got away with it, which again isn't right if he wasn't there. It was him filming and he provoked quite a bit of reactions that night. And again, I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's right, not for 1 minute, so please don't think I am. I can't understand how he can get a ban for however long, yet other people get lifetime ban. I don't get that. But I don't get a lot of things, mate. There's many things that you see and hear that result into bans, you know. And I'm going to give myself as an example. As I said a minute ago, I got thrown out after or during the game when we played Liverpool, the last game of the season at the London Stadium, my last home game. And I was told that I was removed because I'm a threat to the away supporters where I sit. Bearing in mind, it was me who... There was a guy in front of us who shouted out reference to the 96 poor people that lost their life at Hillsborough. And it was me who turned around to the guy and said, that's too much, that's low. I said, you can have a laugh and joke, but that's low. That's disgusting. It's not needed. And I got accused of doing it and I got thrown out. 5'8", mate. I got thrown out and was told I was a threat and a danger, and I couldn't sit to, as you walk out the tunnel, the right-hand side of the ground ever again. I could only sit to the left-hand side, which is why I got moved to the Bobby Moore lower. For the next game, I think it was Bolton. We beat in the Cup 3-0. I think it's Bolton. Masuaku scored a free kick. Again, Kent will probably confirm. That day, there was a picture, or the next day, put on the website of me celebrating the goal. And I called the guy, the security guy, and I said, is this the same person who you've accused of being a threat? No, so there's plenty of things I don't understand, mate. It is weird. Again, I don't condone it. It shouldn't happen. If I was there, and at the time, in fact, I didn't hear the guy say it, and that's the truth. That's not me trying to make excuses. If someone said that when I was there, I'd personally say to them, look, there's no need for that. There's no space for it. Let's not do it. So
well,
I don't know, mate.
Kicked out. I'm disgusted by your behaviour, and I've never been thrown out, and I've never been banned. And people like you give West Ham.
Is your ban been lifted yet? What name are you under now? You still dyeing your hair every week?
Bad name you do, mate.
You still dyeing your hair?
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. RB Sporting TV. We did beat Bolton. Yeah, I'm glad I'm right, Ken. RB TV, Tottenham fan, not looking forward to playing us. Mate, to be fair, and there's been a lot of West Ham fans saying that the international breaks come at the wrong time because of momentum for us, how we was playing coming into the game. But listen, the same for you lot. You know, you had some good results and scoring well. Frankie will tell you, mate, I don't rate Jose Mourinho as a manager now. Not for a top club. I think he'd do a great job at a club like West Ham or Southampton, someone like that. I don't think, personally, he is a top four manager no more. Maybe fourth. I don't think he can take a side the distance to try and win a league. I don't think he'll win a big European Cup. And for them reasons, I don't see Tottenham as the threat they was a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, I've got to be honest, Frankie, someone's just sent an email. I think it's to do with payment. A couple of years ago, mate, I'd have wrote every game off against Spurs and thought the only chance we've got is because it's against Spurs, the derby, people get up for it, X, Y, Z. I don't think that now. I'm not thinking of Sunday thinking we might get a draw or anything like that. I think we could get a win. And beforehand, I'd be like, if we nick a draw, happy days. I do think we could get a win. I'm not saying we're going to win. I think we could.
I know we'll win.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Is that confidence? And I know you have that confidence in these sort of games anyway, but...
How many months before we beat Tottenham in the first team to beat them at their new ground? How many months before did I tell you that we was going to beat them there?
You did. Who was the game as well? You told me we played on a Monday night that we'd beat Liverpool, yeah.
I told you we'd get something there as well.
I've had a couple of payments come up, alerts, but it's not showing on my thing.
I don't have an email either, so if someone sent an email, I don't have one.
I think Katie, I'm trying to reset my phone, but it's not showing who it is, so it's hard for me to comment on or say thanks. I don't know. So yeah, mate, listen, it's certainly not a game that we can take lightly because you do pose threats. You know, there's a reason why Harry Kane gets spoken about how he does. There's a reason why Son gets the reports he does. But then on the flip side, no disrespect, there's a reason why, an example, Eric Dyer gets the reports he does. And that's where I think Tottenham have got, what's the word I'm looking for? Places to that we need to expose, and I think they are them. And Tottenham will say the same with us. We've looked more solid than I've seen us for a long time, if I'm honest with you. Me saying that, you probably turn around and go and beat us now and make me look like a right idiot. But we have looked more solid. I think someone mentioned on here the other week a stat that we've conceded the least amount, or the second or third least amount of shots in the league. XYZ. So again, as I say, I'm not telling you that we will beat you. I'm not saying we can't, but I'm not going to sit and say we ain't going to win or we will win. Blah blah blah. We have a good chance, a real good chance, the way we're playing now. Gareth Bale, you know, mate, he's been a good player. Is he going to be bang up for it on Sunday? Don't know. Does he really care about a Tottenham West Ham derby
against us, didn't he?
Yeah, he used to score worldies against us, but that's what I was just about to go on to. Is he really going to care about playing against West Ham now? I don't know. And the geezer don't care about a lot no more, do he? He's been over there earning so much money. I don't know how much care he's got. He ain't got nothing to prove, because at the end of the season, he could have a torrid 6 months, whatever, at Spurs, a year at Spurs. But if at the end of the season Spurs could sign him, no matter how his loan's been, I think they'd sign him. His name sells things alone. So, I don't know, mate. I think it'd be a good game. I don't think anyone will run away with it. I think it'd be a game where both teams will score, and if it's one, it will be a 2-1 or a 3-2, or it'll be a score draw. I don't think it's going to be a 1-0 or a 0-0 or 2-3, 4-0. And I think, like people are putting in the comments, if you can stop Son, I think you're halfway there to stopping Tottenham, because as good as Harry Kane is, don't think Harry Kane's got enough legs about him to cause you so many problems. That's my opinion. How do you feel about us? Like playing with us? Right, now money's showing up. Here we go. 625.
Amazing, everyone. That's top draw.
Absolute class. We haven't even been on an hour yet, have we?
Nope.
Where did I get to? Peter Stent, thank you very much.
I forgot to tell you, Baz, this is a 24-hour live stream. We've got to go all the way through, no sleep or nothing.
Do you know what? Do you remember when Gio done that?
I do, yeah, I do.
Fair play to him. And he had me on. He had me on as his last guest.
Was ya? I was his last guest.
He's very last, because he was doing it for Isla. He wanted me on there to tell me things that was happening and all that. And he kept going, Baz, I'm running a bit late. We're going to have an hour. And then it was like, oh, I'm going to only have about half hour now. And then it turned out I had about 7 minutes. He said he was sad and everything just dragged. But he done so well. Fair play to him. Where did I get to? Peter Stent, thank you. Maxwell, thank you. Katie, thank you. Dean, thank you. I don't know what I'm up to, mate. I'm just trying to get these names written down so we can do the draw. What should we call the time on?
It's not a draw, is it? It's a prize wheel, mate. So we can start doing some. If some people, so obviously there was a £20.
People want to leave.
£20 per spin on the wheel. We've got some prizes added already. If we run out of prizes, we may have to add some more, but we've got some on there now. We can do some live. So if anyone would like us to draw their prize live on the show, if you message us now, we'll confirm that you've made the £20 payment for a spin on the wheel, and then we'll get that spun. There are a few moody prizes on there that will be almost nothing, but there are some really good ones on there as well. So
just before we go, how many prizes we actually got linked?
At the moment, we have on the wheel 1, 2, 3, 4, 12.
Right, we got 27 entries. So there's another 15. So before we close it, exactly. Yo, Baz, put the link in the chat. I'm crap at typing. I can't make Frankie do it for you. Before we do anything, do you want me to ring? Because Nicola, obviously, I can try Nicola now and get her to pick out 12 random numbers from 1 to 27. And I'm 15 people will get enough. No, listen, what we'd do is...
No, everyone will get something. I'll add a few more because we've got the posters, haven't we?
Okay, yeah. We just have to put a few posters in that. Everyone will get something for their money, yeah. We'll just add some more pictures in that. That's what we'll have to do. The collective free things. What we wanted to do initially, I'll be honest with you, we didn't expect we thought we'd get the money. We was confident in that because we know how good you lot are. Didn't expect as many entries. So we was going to try and do the prize for everyone. We obviously got too many. So it was a case of if we got 12 numbers drawn out for the prizes, 15 would have lost out, which weren't fair. Although I was making the donation, it wouldn't have fair to have got nothing. So we're going to do it. Just there'll be more posters, as Frankie said, being added. Michael, all you've missed is me and Frankie talking a load of old rubbish like we do most Thursday nights. But more than anything, for the last hour, we've been fundraising for little Isla for her birthday coming up on the 22nd of October. And what we wanted to do, we wanted to raise some money for her to get a voucher for Smith's Toy Shop, which is her favourite toy shop. And whatever we raise, we will be getting into a voucher. I've spoken to someone at the toy shop who can't promise us that they can, but they're going to speak to their manager to see if they'll make a donation towards it as well, or even maybe match it for her. But that's no definite. So yeah, we've been raising money for Littlin. We currently sat at 625. We targeted 500 quid for her, but we got, as I say, you can read it on the screen, 625, which is fantastic. And it's all going for her and for her birthday, so she can get any toy she wants. How's she doing? The treatment, Nicola put a big thing out on Facebook. The treatment in Southampton has been going well without any bad after effects for Littlin. However, they was due to come home on Sunday and come back on Wednesday for another checkup for her in Southampton. This is now, but they decided to stay down. Then they come home, and unfortunately, they went home Sunday, and Isla had a bad night Monday and was taken into the hospital back home. Kept her in overnight. She's doing better now. They're back. They were back down today, I believe. I think the checkup got delayed a day. Back down today for the checkup. And it's a waiting game now because it's a new treatment to find out what's happening, how it's helping, what it's helping. It's just they're in the hands now of waiting to have scans and get results from there, mate. As soon as there is more to come out, Nicola will share it, and we'll obviously keep people informed as well this way. Barry Hayes, thank you very much. Just got another one, mate. It's a weird amount, though, £36.24.
That is a bit random.
So it's been done. It's because it's not done through friends and family. £660, 3 pence. You got that, mate? 60. I've got 620.30 and there's £40 owed. So 660 and 3 pence.
660. We'll go with that. A nice round figure.
Just so people know as well, you'll be able to see there 62003. Just in case. I know some people like to talk a load of rubbish about what I've done with Isla in the past, etc. But just so you all know, and you've seen people. Yeah, Adam, was that from you, mate? I think it was, wasn't it? No, it weren't from Barry. Yeah, again, if people are still making donations, which is fantastic, please try and do it via friends and family. We just want to try and keep away from paying the fees if we can, with all the money going to her.
We've got 19 prizes on the wheel now, mate.
Have we?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing as well. Let's start drawing some, because people are going to want to go. They're going to get bored of us. What should we do first? England played last night. Should we do this England shirt? Oh, no, it don't work like that, does it? Who's the first out?
That we was just going to do an auction on, weren't we?
Oh, yeah, we were. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Who's first out? Who's going to get their name drawn? First person in the chat now gets their name drawn.
And obviously, they've got to have made the do for and all.
As long as you paid your money, yeah. Right, Kevin Stanton is in the buildings. Kevin done his donation. Kevin, what would your... Yeah, he has paid. Kevin's first. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, Kevin's first. Let's get the wheel up.
Yeah, mate, just sorting it out now.
I'm going to write a list of names and we know what the prizes are. Right, so we've got Kevin. BTJ, what was your thingy, mate? What was your PayPal? Your second. Russ, you've got 2, mate. So you will be third. And fourth. Chill out, these things are going to go mental now, aren't they? Russ, I'll send it in dollars. Can be more. Nice one, Kieran. Thank you. You will be 5th. Snazzy MB Maxwell. Maxwell. Did you? Yeah, Maxwell's done. 6. I'm just writing a list of who's going to be called out when. 7, Adam. Are you ready to go on your end, Frankie?
Nearly, mate.
8, Sue. Can't believe you sent me that video. I ain't got that song out of my head now all day. 9, Dean. Ashton. What a player he was. How did none of these goals get into our favourite goals and all? 10, Andy Miles. 11. Yeah, BT, what was the name, mate, it come from? James Forbes, thank you, that dude. 12. Nick. What was the name yours come from, mate? Is it Nick Blackman? I think you must be Nick Blackman. 12, 13, Angela. Stop being rude, Bazza. 14, Bradley. 15, Jamie. Foshezi, what is it? Snazzy. 16 is Noah. Foshezi, I don't know what the eyes are for, mate. I don't know what the name is that's come up.
You probably don't want to say.
Yeah, well, that ain't going to help us to get a prize, is it?
Yeah, but you can DM it on Twitter.
Flump. Got UKE. 18, Nick. Who was I trying to get out? Yeah, Nick, I got you, mate. Who was I trying to get out here? Who was after Kevin? The second one, I said, what was your thingy name? That was BTJ, who name was James Forbes. Well, I've got Kevin Stanton, James Forbes, Russ twice, Kieran Maxwell, Adam, Sue, Dean, Andy, James, Angela, Bradley, Jamie, Noah, Flump, Nick. Who else are we missing? Come on, you've all paid your money. You got a chance, and you got the right to get your money. Pete.
Some might have just been donations, though, mate, mightn't they? They might not have been for the tickets. So,
mate, who this guy, Massamoon, he's emailed. Have you had the email through? He wanted to do the thing.
We just had Barry Hayes was the guy who come on from Vegas,
Mr. Mace. Oh, was it?
Yeah, Barry Hayes.
Mr. Mace.
Show with us.
Thank you. He did. You're right. Yeah, Mr. Mace just wanted to make a £30 donation.
Yeah,
Top man. Thank you ever so much.
Some people would have just donated to to donate rather than spin the wheel, mate?
Wayne, Melanie. Incredible Art Tattoo Studio. I've said your name. There's a little plug for you. What you should do is sponsor us, and we can put your name out every single time. Don't even want your money. We just want 25 hours free tattooing each. Don't we, Frankie?
That sounds good to me.
Frankie wants that new badge tattooed on him, I think, with the London bit on it, didn't you? Is that what I heard?
Don't even start. I love that badge.
Someone's emailing. Have you seen the emails?
Mate, you've got... Oh, yeah, okay. One's just come through. Being forwarded. They live in Holland. They want to use transfer wires, but we don't really do that, mate, do we? I don't even know what it is, to be honest.
I don't know how to do it, if I'm honest with you. I think another donation's just come in. I think there's been a couple of tweaks. Barry Hayes, no. Incredible. Wicked, wicked. Your tattoos are massive. Let me just... I want to catch up on these tweets a minute in case there's been anything else paid that I'm going to miss out. Paul, I've just got a... You watching? I don't know what your thing is. Paul, are you watching on here? What's the... Paul, are you watching us on live, mate? You've just tweeted me. Wicked, wicked. Jungles full of trees. How are we getting on, Frankster? You nearly there, my man?
I'm pretty much there, mate. How many you got written down now?
20. You've got 20 names.
Well, we've got 25 on the wheel, so we're...
Do you know why I was at the wheel?
Front. Hmm?
Ollie's at the wheel.
At the wheel.
Tell me how good does it feel? I bet it don't at the minute. Right, let's start thinking. Once we've given these people the prize, whoever's left over, if they come forward, then they can have it. If not, they've made a nice donation. That's nice. 19 names you've got, mate. Sorry, 19. John Cox, you are the 20th man. I got you. You put your number 12. You've got the empty space. Right, let's go on that prize draw. This is for Kevin. Kevin, you're £20. Faux Chezzy, have you my details already? Faux, I don't know what your name is, mate. Send us a DM on Twitter or something, buddy, so I know what name is to put down on the draw. Here we go.
We got the
this
wheel.
Prize coming up is for Kevin. Kevin, you are the lucky winner of... Bam, 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 bam.
They won the signed shirt.
You have won a signed shirt from the clubhouse.
No, that's the one you've got there. The
is it?
one. Yeah.
All right, you ain't won from the clubhouse. You've won this one, my man. You've won this signed shirt. Many congratulations. Thank you ever so much for entering, my man. Everyone who wins the prize, we need you to send us in a DM with your name and address so we can get this sent out to you as well. Next prize is for James. If he lands on that shirt again, or have you taken it out?
There are some... No, it's all been removed, mate. It's all been removed.
Cool in the gang. You're too good. Kevin, top man, thank you.
We have got, still left on the wheel, a West Ham promise. That's basically nothing. You get absolutely nothing for that. You've got Declan Rice England programme, £50 with a rib man, tin of beans, anniversary shirt, signed programmes, DiCanio pick signed, West Ham kit from the club shop, Declan Rice poster, £50 club shop, 125 years key ring, trolley key ring, programme collection, a West Ham mug, anniversary hoodie, a mystery box, Jordan Hugill photo. I'm sure everyone will want that one. Bobby Moore scarf, Pellegrini figurine, Declan Rice Newcastle poster signed, Declan Rice West Ham poster signed, 1980 FA Cup programme signed, and an all-expensive day at the first home game back with me and you, Baz. How nice would that be?
I ain't going, so it'd be with you.
Are. No, that's why I've done it. That's why I've done it. That's why I've done it. You got to go.
I ain't doing it. I ain't going, mate.
Go.
I'll stand outside. I'll stand with the rib man outside.
Go. You can't do that. It's a prize.
Kevin, you know what happened though? Someone had seen me then and then start tweeting, "Oh look, Baz has renewed his season ticket. He lied." Blah blah blah. Kevin, mate, I honestly ain't got a clue. Someone's emailed us about a donation, Frankie. I ain't got a clue about phone numbers. If you've got mine, buddy, send me a message. I've got 2 phones though, so it might be on the other phone. Or send me a DM or whatever on something and I can sort out and we'll get it to you.
Yeah.
That's that one done. Right, sorry, I'm trying to get this list all done so nothing gets missing or goes missing. Next one, James. This prize is coming for James. I want to win that Jordan Hugill thing. James has won the kit. That's the same kit. It's the same kit, isn't it? Or is that the new kit?
No, that's a kit of choice from the from this season, whether he wants the home, away, whatever.
Shirt, yeah?
Yeah.
Congratulations, James. You've won yourself the club kit, mate. If you want whatever, as Frankie just said, home, away, third kit, goalie kit, whatever you want, it is yours. Thank you ever so much for your kind generosity. Where are we going again?
BTJ just said, "Is that me?" James Forbes.
James, yes, that's you, mate. That is you. That's you, James. James Forbes. That is you, my man. You was number 2.
Who's next, mate?
The next prize, the next 2, so we've got 2 spins, is for Big Russ Budden from My Amazon 11. If no one follows My Amazon 11, I think that's the handle. Get over there and give them a follow, mate. Great page. Plenty of old players play for West Ham. Go on and give their 11. Mate, Stuart Slater, my first time being mascot back in '89 against Bradford, scored the 2 goals that night. Get some great guests on there. Does Russ. Great channel. Well worth a watch and a follow. Take yourself over and he'll probably get you on to do your Hammers 11. But Russ, this is your prize coming up now, mate. This will be your first of 2. This spin here. A West Ham mug.
West Ham mug. He could probably get them for free, can't he?
Yeah. There's one, mate. And your second prize will be...
I'll try and get him something decent here.
I hope he gets a tin of baked beans in the mug.
Go on the club shop for the girl.
Oh, here he is.
Yes, love that.
Good man. £50 club shop voucher.
She just gambled the pocket money and upgraded it to £50 in the club shop, mate.
That's superb. Loving that. Ross, I don't know if you're gone or you're still with us, but we're going to put a list out of all the prizes, what everyone won anyway, by hook or by however we get to do it. Frankie, I ain't got a clue with computers. The next prize is for Kieran.
Kieran, up we go. Message.
Sent email regarding transfer money. Toby, there's a going across the bottom of the screen, scrolling across the bottom is my PayPal, which is all going to, mate. Yeah, next one's for Kieran, mate. This prize is for Kieran, who is going to be paying us later on this evening.
You got 125 years keyring.
125 years keyring. Congratulations, mate. Nice one for your donation, buddy. Really appreciate it. All going for Isla. Maxwell is up next.
Gentleman, David Milton also just messaged us on a DM saying that he donated tonight. So we might need to add him to that list.
What was his thingy name? David Milton. Yeah, I called him out earlier on. He hasn't put, when we called out who wants to be drawn, he didn't put his name out. 11 was down twice, so he's going to be the 11th draw.
Okay.
When we called out who wanted to be drawn and ready. He didn't come through. He didn't know if it was just a donation or not. That was the only reason. But he's on the list now. This is for Maxwell.
Maxwell.
I hope he is. Signed program.
Signed program. Declan Rice's debut. It's a good one, that.
Nice prize, mate. Much appreciated.
The way that boy's stock is rising, mate. That's going to be crazy. Russ has just said, can you convert the £50 club shop voucher into Isla's birthday pot?
Top man. Absolute legend.
That's amazing, mate.
Star man, thank you so much, mate. And thank you, Little Un, for us. Absolute gentleman, Russ. So when I tell you about it, it's a I've just said a minute ago that it's a page worth going to follow. There's just a message there of an example why. An absolute great guy. Adam Pennington is up next, mate.
Adam Pennington.
Why, hey?
Why, hey, man?
You don't want no Declan Rice. Newcastle print. Adam, top man, thank you ever so much for your donation, mate. James, you have been put down, mate. That's why I had £40 to be donated on top of the prize money that I had. Sorry, mate. I'm just writing this list so we don't get it wrong. Adam, thank you ever so much, mate. Dominic, Dom, I'm guessing you're Dom's DVDs in because I've just received that. Literally just come through as an alert. Thank you ever so much. Next prize is for Sue Fox. Sue's a big player with Kevin. Yes, Kevin. I've got you, mate.
Sue's a big player with Kevin.
Sorry, no, sorry. I've got the message for. I didn't have my other phone. Kevin, can you text me your address, mate, on that same thing so I can get it sent off? Sue is a big hitter with Team Isla, out helping raise funds all the time, spreading the name. She's a big player with Team Isla, so respect to Sue for everything she does. This next spin, Sue, is your prize.
We ain't had many of the moody ones yet, mate.
Well done, Sue. You've won that poster that's up behind Frankie's head.
That was all three we said we was going to put in that, weren't it? So
all three with it? Perfect.
Do a bundle.
Perfect. Congratulations, Sue, and thank you once again for your donation. Next up, we got Dean. Dean, mate, I do hope you win a tin of beans because no one actually has yet, and I think we got 700.
Close.
He survived. Well done, mate. You've just won yourself the anniversary T-shirt. Thank you ever so much for your donation, Dean. Top man.
We need to know what size and so on so we can get that all.
Yeah, when everyone who's the prizes like that, just drop us a message, would you please? A DM or an email so we've got it all on record so we can get it sent out and sizes, etc. Next up is a big fan of the show, Andy Miles. Andy, I'll tell you what, I hope he wins. I hope he wins a hashtag GSB because I don't think he says it enough.
Hashtag GSB out.
I hope he wins. In fact, who was a terrorist?
You know the West Ham promise is bang on for him.
Yeah, you're
right.
The
West Ham promise is so him.
If he gets that, I need that terrorist back. Terrorist, if oh, my screen's going mental here. Terrorist, what was that terrorist called? Ink Brilliant or something, wasn't it?
Don't know, mate.
That incredible art tattoo. Listen, I need your help. If he gets the West Ham promise, you need to just do a free hashtag GSB out tattoo on him for me. This is for you, Andy.
The writing's on the wall, mate, I'll tell you.
Spin that wheel. If you're right, I'm backing whatever you say about
It's gone.
Oh, no.
He's only won a Pellegrini figure.
Why didn't we have little statues of David Gold and David Sullivan?
I might send him the picture of Sullivan with his arm round him in his home.
In his house. I could text someone to get that signed for him, as it's him.
Little bonus.
Andy, appreciate it, mate. Thank you ever so much for your donation. David Milton, who's just DM'd. You're next up, mate, and this will be your prize. It'll be karma if you get a tin of baked beans now. Chasing us. Where are they?
It's going to be a Bobby Moore scarf.
Bobby Moore scarf. Congratulations, mate. Thank you ever so much again for your donation. John Cox.
John Cox.
He's one of 52-inch TV. It's my uncle.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
John. John, I'm sorry. You've just won yourself a tin of baked beans. If you don't want them, mate, I'll have them. But
Baz will tuck into them with his mushrooms and egg in the morning. Make it more of a fry-up.
Oh, I feel terrible. Sorry, mate. John, thank you ever so much for your donation. I hope your £20 tin of beans is enjoyable. Oh, Frankie, why did we put that in there?
Flump's fear has gone. She's made it. Mate, there's a couple more dodgy ones in there. The trolley keyring isn't fantastic. The Hugh Gill photo isn't great. And the West Ham promise is even worse than a tin of beans. So there's a few more naughty ones in there. But, mate, it's all end of the day. We're all here to not win something. We're all here to make sure that girl gets what she wants for her birthday. And
exactly
that's
that.
Important,
exactly.
So.
And you know what? Ross has proved that with his great
back
offer.
Donation.
Exactly that, yeah. Angela's up next. Angela again. John's got his beans, he's happy. Angela's been a big player for Team Isla and been helpful on everything as well.
Declan Rice England programme.
Superb. Dick Rice. Angela, thank you ever so much.
The previous programme winner, mate, wasn't it wasn't the Declan Rice England debut programme. It was the Farewell Boleyn signed England programme. However, because we said it could be Declan Rice, we'll give them a choice. They can either have the Declan Rice debut sign programme or they can have the Farewell Boleyn sign programme.
And thank you. You know, I called out Gary earlier. I had the wrong Gary. There's the Gary. I was on the back, so I remember what he said. Gary, you're an absolute gentleman, mate. Going across the bottom of my screen is... or our screen, I should say, is the link to my PayPal. If you can do that, brilliant, mate, via friends and family. It'd be an absolute fantastic donation. And we'll whack you in the draw. For
John Cox as well, the tin of beans man, rather than me bothering sending out a tin of beans because it'll cost me more in postage, we'll send him a Declan Rice sign print.
Nice one. Can I have the beans then?
You can, mate. I told you.
I'm going to have them in the morning.
On Snapchat, I want to see them with the mushrooms and the eggs. That's what I want to see.
Claret and Blue Army TV. Claret and Blue Army TV tomorrow. We'll have that as the breakfast. Beans.
You've been upgraded, John, anyway. You've got the Declan Rice sign print, mate. Hand signed.
Next up is Bradley. Ange, thank you ever so much once again. Gary, is that all right to do it that way, bud?
£50 with the rib man.
Bradley, £50 voucher for the rib man. Thank you ever so much for your Holly Hines. Thank you very much for your donation, mate. Again, drop us a DM or even an email, all of you. I want to see photos of the beans. Bradley's just donated his prize back as well and donated it to Isla. Legend, mate. Top man. Thank you ever so much. What was I saying before? Yeah, Bradley, thank you, mate. I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say thanks to you. Thank you for your donation. And top man with that kind gesture, donating it back, mate. Superb. John, I'll send the picture in the morning. I'll tweet me breakfast in the morning eating it just for you. Next prize up is for Jamie Halls. God, that West Ham promise ain't gone yet, Frank.
The Declan West Ham poster that you've got there, mate.
Whoa, hang on. I've lost me earpiece. Which one's that, mate? Is that the goal against Arsenal?
Yeah.
Arsenal one?
Yeah.
Noah is next up, mate. Thank you, Jamie, top man, for your donation, mate.
Cheers, Kent, as well, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And I haven't forgot you, Kent. I have still got to send your stuff out. It's been a whirlwind time, but I have got a day available tomorrow where I'll get everything that you're owed sent out to you as well, mate. So apologies in the massive delay you've had around that.
We've got Noah up next, mate. Noah.
Nick thinks he's getting the Hugh Gill photo.
Nick, we couldn't do that shit. You might win this Chelsea shirt.
Oh, it's not a great one. The trolley keyring.
Oh, no, we're sorry, mate. You've won yourself a trolley keyring.
They come in handy.
But we were, yeah, don't know where, but what to throw at the away fans?
Yeah, that's it. Wallop, when you go Chelsea away, straight down the bottom.
Yeah, mate, don't have, for God's sake, when you get it, don't make sure you pull off the Claret and Blue Army TV label with the Sonics, otherwise it looks like we've done it. Mate, thank you ever so much for your donation. It's all going to a great cause and we're grateful to you all. Flump's up next. Flump TV, another great channel go and follow. Flump does her own YouTube videos.
The Hugo photo and the West Ham promise are there. I hope she don't land one of them.
Flump, what do you want the most? Well, not want the most, I should say, actually. £690 and 3 pence. No, yeah. What? No, mate, it's not. It's 710 because we've got £20 owed by Bob, £20 owed by Kieran, and £20 owed by James. And I've just had a 30. £710. Absolutely quality from the lot of you.
Flump wants the promise.
Flump wants the promise. Snazzy, nice one, mate. Really appreciate your donation, mate. Really does mean the world. Ken, top man for joining in again. Noah wants to give the key ring back, the trolley key ring. I'm going to give it to her because she'll love that Isla as well. Yeah,
no, you're right, mate. And actually, that's a massive point, mate.
She'll love all them things. She will. So
is this Nick's now? Is it? Oh no, this is Flumps.
This is Flumps. Yeah.
Right, let's go.
Flump don't want the promise. So big up to you all who's returning your stuff.
No.
Frankie, you need to make her a promise now.
I am going to make her a promise, and my promise is, obviously, she has added another person to the West Ham family within the past, I don't know how long it's been now, this time's flying away, but a year or whatever it might be. So if you jump onto the infant section on the West Ham Club shop, I will personally pay for an item off of there for the little one. And that don't come from the Isla Fund or anything like that. That's just coming from Claret and Blimey TV, from me and Baz, and to say thank you for taking part and donating this evening. So nut onto the infant section on the website, choose what you want and send it over to me, and we'll get it sent out to you.
Can you make it just a dummy that's like £1.99 or something? I haven't worked since March. I'm only kidding. No, top man, Frankie. Yeah, that comes from us. Get something ordered and let us know, mate. I've still got the ladies' shirt for the woman who won that last time. Still not been delivered to me from West Ham, by the way. I have spoken to her too, and I'm still to her regarding this, and I'm still waiting for West Ham to come up. So Flump, if you find something and want to order it and let us know what it is, or let us know and we get it ordered and sent to you. But superb. Thank you ever so much for your donation. This is Nick's. Nick is taking home. What have we got left, mate? Read out the prizes.
We have got an expenses paid day with you and me at the first home game back. You'll love that one.
Nick, I'm not going with you because all I'm going to hear from you all day is about starting up AFC West Ham. If he wins this, someone better sub a place for me. I'm not going.
That would be blind.
I'm only kidding.
I really hope it's that one.
So do I. I want to meet you.
DiCanio pick signed, which is what you've got there. That's a really nice one, that one, mate. Old ticket collection, so it's a collection of really old tickets and so on. An old program collection, an anniversary hoodie from 125 years, a mystery box, a Jordan Hugill photo, a 1980 FA Cup program.
Corner gang, let's spin that wheel.
Come on, the expenses paid day out with us.
Gary, are you
anniversary hoodie?
Nice one. That ain't a bad price at all, man. They're nice.
Nah, it's
nice
a good one. That. They are.
Gary, I don't know if you're still about, mate, but drop us if you. I don't know if you got the link for the PayPal. It's going across the screen. If you have, nothing's come through, mate, at the moment. That's all. I just didn't know if it worked for you or if you need help. Nick, top man. Thank you ever so much for your kind donation, mate, and you've won yourself an anniversary hoodie. Pete's next. Pete is next up, and Pete's prize is going to be
he's got the 1980 FA Cup program. Oh, Baz, you just swore you got to donate a deep sea.
Good shout. Actually, didn't I say it was going to be all the people coming on? Change that figure to. Mate, that 660 should be 710 because there's 60 quid owed. Sorry, 720, and a fiver for me, 725. 1980 Cup final program. Pete, I don't know if you're still watching. I hope you are because you've won yourself a prize. Nice one. Thank you ever so much for your donation. Drop us a DM or an email so we can get all the details in. Melanie's up next. Well done, lads. Love your work. Do I need to send you my address and site? Yeah, you should do, please, Nick. If you don't mind, get it all over to us, mate, with in an email or a DM, and we can get it all sorted ASAP. Melanie's next. I've only got 2 names left, mate, and we've got
we knew we was a bit
prizes.
over the top, so yeah. Well, if it's things like the Hugill photo and that, mate, it ain't going to make a lot of difference. So
I really hope it ain't a day at West Ham with me because I ain't going.
You are. You're there.
Melanie's next. Program collection.
There's some good ones in there, mate, to be fair.
Nice one. Congratulations, Melanie. It's not Melanie. I think it's come from your missus's thing. I can't remember your name. You did write a comment earlier. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for your donation. Again, everyone who's won, please send us some DMs. We still got most people online still, think you, or a lot of them gone.
Yeah, most still about.
Cool in the gang. James, who owes us some money, is the last one to be drawn. And I've just had another payment come in. We can't take no more prizes, mate. Andy's paid another 20 quid to try and win another prize.
Yeah, no, we can do that.
Can we?
We got enough on the wheel.
He don't like his Pellegrini figure. I want him to get this tattoo, GSB out. Can we add a prize in there?
GSB out tattoo. Hashtag.
1 second, mate. One second, sorry. Gary, across the bottom of the screen, mate, can you see where it says please donate to www.paypal.me/Baz Team Isla? That's the best place, mate, if you can, on there. If not, drop me a message, a DM or something like that, or a Twitter DM, and we'll sort out from there. James, Angie, if the day out's still there, there's only one more there's 2 more. Andrew's just gone again. Right, this is James now, and then we've got Andrew. They're the last 2 prizes. Tell you before you all shoot off, please don't go.
The next one. We'll put the GSB out in when it's Andy's second go.
Well, it's James's now, then it's Andy. Before you all head off, we've got an England shirt, that signed England shirt to auction off, where we can get some more money if people don't leave right now. James Monster Brown, this is your prize.
It's a mystery box.
Mystery box. Send us your DM us your details, mate, so we can get that sent over to you. Nick, can you send it all on Twitter, mate, if you're on Twitter, please? Or the email address, because I don't need it between me and Frankie or just for me. If it's all at the same place, we know where we're at. Samuel, yeah, of course you can donate, mate. It'd be appreciated if you do. It's literally the PayPal link across the bottom. If you can do that. Who's these freaks coming in with stupid comments?
Who knows, my man? Who knows?
Andrew, this is Andrew's second draw. Andrew Miles. He's in now. Andrew, this is it. Mr. Mace, I think you're bang on the money, mate. Who cares whether you get a prize or not? Just put your hand in the pocket. Mate, I love that attitude. I love that, mate. And people have done that for so long. So long. It's been incredible the support that little girl's had, and she's put a fight up, which has made it all worthwhile, and long may it continue. But great message, mate. Thank you.
And 2 duds here, mate, really. An old ticket collection, which, mate, there's some good ones in there. The Hugo photo, the expenses paid, day out with me and you, and the DiCanio pick. Mate, the DiCanio pick is blinding. So, mate,
I think Ange wants the day out with us. I think Ange might be auctioning. We could auction the day out with us. I think Ange might want it.
Mate,
James,
this is doing that.
This is Andy. This is you now, James. You won yourself a mystery box. You just asked us what it is. There's a reason it's called a mystery box, mate. Wait until you get it. It's a mystery. We can't tell you what's in it because, to be honest with you, we ain't got a clue at the minute. Andy wants the Hugill picture to go along with his Pellegrini statue.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Do you know what? No. Do you know what, mate? He's loyal. He's loyal, and he's the last one. Change that. Change 3 of them to the DiCanio picture. That ain't gone. That's a great piece. And leave the Hugill photo.
I'll take that one out. You got to still have you get the
I still hope you get the Hugill photo.
I'll add 2 more DiCanios for him.
Nick, thanks, mate. Not too short at the minute because obviously we're in the middle of doing this, mate. Not really looked at it.
You know, yes, it's there. It's there, mate. It's there.
Brilliant, perfect. You know, he's going to be getting my dirty socks and all that. No, mate, take the expenses down. That's got to go. All he's getting is a Hugill photo or a DiCanio photo. That is it. And I hope he gets a Hugill one still. This could be yours, Andy. This could be yours. I really hope it ain't.
If he bums out here, mate, there's no worse luck.
Please be blue. Oh, he survived.
Got it.
Fair play. Nice one, mate. You've won yourself the DiCanio print. I just want to say again a big thanks to everybody who has taken part tonight and participated and donated. Absolutely quality. You've all got yourself some, well, no, apart from Andy. Well, yeah, he's got all right now. He's got that lovely picture there, DiCanio. Up until then, he didn't have a lot. But 635, mate. Sorry, 735. There's 670, just so you all know. 670 and 3 pence. There's £60 owed and £5 from me for the swear. So 735. And
what was the main thing that they wanted to get, mate?
Well, there's a bike that they wanted, which was £239. It's I'm sure it's a Bentley bike. It's a scooter bike thing. I went to see it with Nicola last week, so I will order that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because we've got the 725. I'll put the difference in to get it to the. Nick, you're DMing me on Instagram, mate. Can you send it all to Caton Blue Army TV, as we said?
No, it is. It's all on Twitter, mate. It's all on Twitter. I can see it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just getting Instagram DMs now as well. It was 239, so I'll put in the extra bit as well, which will leave us with 500 quid then, exactly, so we can get her a nice voucher for £500 and the 239. I don't know if Gary's gone. Gary, I don't know if you have gone, mate, but nothing, just so you know, nothing did come through. How many people are left on, Frankie?
Still about 132.
132 of you. Do you want to grab this up for an auction now? Or should we do a raffle and everyone pay for a ticket? and go from there. I'm going to be honest with you, it's got to make 200 quid at least.
I'll get the bidding going at 100 quid. If anyone wants to try and get it for a couple of 100 quid, insert your bids now. But I'll start it off at 100 quid.
This has got to go for at least 2. I can't let it go for less than that. It'd be silly.
It's a lovely piece, man. It's blinding.
Probably 2.5. And it's the old times, Frank Lampard, Rio Ferdinand, John Terry, Carrick, I presume, Defoe, all of our old boys. I can't even fucking move it now. Sworn against another £5. Change that to 7.30. Gareth Barry, I think's on there. I don't know. There's some proper people.
Any movement? Anyone fancy the England
Don't think
shirt?
there is. I don't think there is, mate. So I think we'll skip that and we'll whack it out on social media.
Fozzie's just put in a £200 bid.
Top man.
Anyone?
Mate, I said I'd take 200. I can't take any less, so I'll take 200. We give this. The clock's on 146. We give it to 150. Yeah. Fozzie's leading with 200. Just add another 15 quid to that, mate. So make that total 740. Thank you ever so much for Ham again. Faux Shezzy, top man, mate. Appreciated. Fozzie's leading this for this England piece. £200 signed by the England squad from, I don't know what year that is. Lampard, Terry, Rio. Who else would have played around them times? Barry, was it? I said. All of them. We've got to give it another 3 minutes and then I've got hiccups now. And then we called it a night. But it's been superb. Absolutely superb.
Yeah,
we're going to be nearly at 1,000 quid. We're going to be £75 short of a grand. How good would that be? We targeted
how much short of a grand are we?
75 quid. Because we've got 200 for the shirt so far. 210, £65. John Cox, top man.
John Cox,
210.
I think you're saying 210 on the shirt.
210, that's what I mean. That will take us to 935, 65 quid off our target. Off of 1,000 quid with it all. Superb. 210. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left, and we will close it. 210 is the leading bid. Again, massive thank you to you all tonight. Superb. The little one deserves all this, and you lot supporting her along the way is different class. We will get a card made from Caton Blue Army TV, which will include all of you lot. There is also, you probably would have seen on Twitter or social media, etc., that they're doing the birthday card call out for her, which we've done for all the years. I'm going to quickly run through this whilst I'm on here. Isla turns 6 on October the 22nd. If you'd like to send her a card or present to help celebrate her birthday, please send it to the address. Can you whack this in the chat, Frankie?
Yeah.
Anyone wants to send her a birthday card or present or anything, it is 39 Mungo Park Road, Mungo.
Yeah.
Rainham, Essex, RM13 7PA. I will tweet that out tomorrow, but if you can, anyone wants to send Isla a card for her birthday, feel free to get them sent out to that address. But as I say, we will do one from us, and that include all of you here, all our followers, subscribers, etc. And superb. Whatever we're short of a grand at the end, she'll make up to that. That's really good of you. Thank you ever so much.
Mate, she was interested in the old all expenses day out, so we'll give her that as well for doing that gesture.
Oh, mate, not with me. She don't want to be with me.
You are coming to West Ham United, the first game
London.
Back. We've all been in lockdown.
West Ham United, London.
We ain't been able to go to a game for however long. I will drag you there by your balls if you don't come. We are going. Angie's coming. We're getting right on it with the Jaeger bombs. We're celebrating.
No,
it'll be a big party and a big carnival. Mate, I'll drag you in there by your pubic hairs, mate. I'll grab it like that and I'll drag you in that stadium. So you've got no choice. You have no choice. There's difference between making a statement and going back for the first game after however many months it will have been, mate. You have to come.
I'll go. No Jaeger bombs. I have quit them.
All right.
And I've got a new jersey. And again, people know and commented before about the weight loss I've done. We've got 4 seconds, 210 quid. One next bid. Anyone going to take it or not? 210 going once. Going twice. Going 2.5 times. Sold to John Cox for 210 quid. Top man, thank you ever so much. And thank you to you all. 935 on that target. What was I going to say? Yeah, people have commented on the weight thing I've done before. I got a new journey starting Monday. Total different thing as well. And I'm all thinking of doing a sponsorship for that. So I might do it on something for Isla. But I'll have a think and see if I can. There might be something we can do just to help keep raising money for her. But listen, all of you, absolutely superb. Honestly, I'll take my outfit. John, absolutely class. Ange, amazing gestures to top it up to whatever it was. We've hit £1,000, and that's thanks to all of you lot that have sat here tonight and listened to us talk garbage. We've got £1,100 because Gary's wanting to do £100 as well, as he said last week. Is there any way of sending Gary a private message? Gal, is there any way of sending you a private message or email, something like that, and I can send you bank details?
If he can email ClarentBlimey@gmail.com, mate, we'll get something done, like a bank transfer link or something like that.
Yeah, if you want to do that, and I can give you mine, and I'll put it straight into my PayPal from there. Honestly, you lot, different class. 1,100 quid, absolutely superb. John, superb on the shirt. And thank you so much for topping it up to make us get to £1,000. Gary coming in with £1,000 as promised a couple of weeks ago. £100 that he promised a couple of weeks ago. All of you, you know, it don't matter if you've given a fiver, 20 quid, 100 quid, 200 quid, whatever. All of you, what you've done tonight is absolutely superb, and it's all for a great cause. I promise you that little girl will have a great birthday, and that's thanks to you lot that have put your hands in your pockets and made sure that, you know, we was only looking at 230 quid for a buggy. We thought we was trying to be greedy to get 500. We've just hit 1,100 quid in an hour and 52 minutes. You have my respect. And
with everything that's going on, mate, for people to make that effort is totally selfless and just shows what this West Ham family is all about, mate. It's unbelievable.
You have my respect, all of you. Lads and lasses. There's lasses in here, Fozzie. I think we need to just wrap it up on that, mate. It's been a great night. Mate. And I don't want to sound rude here. John, the shirt, DM you guys on Twitter. Cool, mate. If you want to drop us a message and we'll sort out a payment and get a new delivery for that. Gary, send us a email, mate. Can you whack the email address in the chat for Gary? Gal, drop us an email, bud, and I'll send you through the bank details. And then if you want to do a bank transfer, if you can't do PayPal, that's cool. I was just about to give you my phone number, and I don't really think I should give it out now. Mind you, it ain't hard to get. It's on my website. It's not a massive secret, really. But yeah, drop us an email, mate, and I'll we'll get we get you the details to send it over if it's easier. Looking to transfer wise, boys. Yeah, we will do. Appreciate the heads up on that. Obviously, this is new to us. And we just want to do what we can to help. And if you want to do yours, however, on PayPal, whatever, again tonight, as you've already done, we'd appreciate it. And for the yous that got to give us a bit of money you haven't paid yet, no drama. I know Bob's sending a check. I know Kieran's doing it when his son's home, and the guy, I forget his name. I'm useless with names. I can't even. What's his name? The guy who won the empty box, the surprise box, and wants to know what's in it. Oh, he's like James Brown. James Brown. Ain't he a singer? Get on up, James. That's what you might win. You might win yourself a microphone, actually.
That used to absolutely pain me. Remember when Bolton used to play it as their song every time they scored? Wait, they never used to beat Bolton.
Mate, I think I found James's price. think I found him, you know.
What you found?
James Brown. He has got
There
to win
it
this,
is.
hasn't
Where have you got that from?
he? No, mate, this is from when I compared the charity game for
Oh,
Isla,
nice.
the North East South.
Blinding.
Yeah, that's from that. And thank you, has just paid the other bit of money as well. So yeah, 1,100 quid. Fantastic. Can't thank you all enough. We've kept you up long enough. It's 10 o'clock now. Got it. Thank you ever so much, Ange. Again, from the bottom of my heart, a big thanks. Listen, she won't come on here, Nicola, but she will, I promise you this, want me to say thanks for, on behalf of them all as well, from them all. So big thanks to you all from Nicola. I think Sue a vouch for me who's on there. Sue knows the family very well. They won't want us to go without a thanks. Nicola will probably do a thank you on Facebook, etc. But yeah, big up, respect to you all. That's fantastic tonight, and a little bit speechless to be honest with you because it's superb. We just had another £20 come in randomly. Cole, 1,120 quid. Cole, thank you ever so much. It's absolutely quality. Quality. No, James, not really, mate. It's a surprise that you've won. That's why it was a surprise box, mate. Come on, you got to get this. You'll get it. So when you all you need to do is send us through your details, and we can get it posted out to you, and then your suspense won't be so long of what you win. Thank you to you all who paid money. Thank you to you who donated your prizes back. Anyone who has one, saying please, and I don't mean this rudely, email us. The email's in the chat. Email us your details. If it's clothes you've won, your sizes, we need to get it done. Again, as I say, I mean this with all respect. We're not going to chase you. There's too many people, and I'll end up forgetting. I've got a list of names. I don't have your email addresses. Ours is out there. Contact us. We will get it all sorted. The DiCanio picture, James, went to Andrew, not to you. You won the empty pack, mate. Don't worry about that. You won the empty box. You're going to love it. You're going to have the best thing ever.
You're going to be blown away when he opens it up.
Thank you ever so much. That's it. I've got nothing else to say. I'm blown away from everyone's generosity.
Liam's doing our job for us. Everyone, please subscribe. We don't do this for money. The channel's not monetized. We don't have Patreon. We don't get anything for doing it. We're just here to give you guys a bit of our chat and talk West Ham and allow you to come on and have your say when you feel like you need it and get it off your chest, and also to do things like this to give back for the community and do good with it. So we don't get nothing from it, but subscribers help us grow the channel, get more awareness, and allow us to keep doing these types of things and you know, reaching a bigger audience. And next time it'll be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and it'll be amazing. So cheers, everyone.
Absolutely, Cast. Well said, mate. Thanks again. Do you charge interest? No, we don't take payment schemes here either. Thank you. Stay safe. We'll do a show on Saturday before the game on Sunday. Adam, I invited him. I invited the general on tonight who refused to come on, said he couldn't come on. Just sent back no thanks. Was going to come on the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, we couldn't do a show last week, but he was invited today and didn't come on. Whenever he wants to come on, he's welcome anytime. That's the same for anybody.
Everyone.
Tonight, we'll do a phone in. Mate, let's do a phone in after the game Sunday, shall we?
Yeah.
Because we was meant to do it tonight, and obviously the charity thing's taken over. So we'll do a phone in on Sunday after the game. Anyone's welcome. It ain't close to anyone. I'll ring you, Gal. 2 minutes, mate. After this, I'll give you a message. It's not close to anyone to come on here. Anyone who wants to come on can come and talk and say whatever they want to say. Call us whatever you like. We don't really care, to be fair. It's here for everyone to have what they want to say, and that is what we'll do Sunday. Hopefully, we're having a positive chat about a new signing, his performance, if he comes on, if he plays, the result. Let's hope it's all positive and it stays that way. Until then, keep safe, keep well. Once again, thank you so much for tonight.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles.